Hi there, Doug Sillers with the AT&T Developer Program, and I'm here to show you some cool features that you may not have known about inside AT&T's Video Optimizer. So I have a trace open in Video Optimizer, and I'm on the Diagnostic tab. And the Diagnostic tab has a wealth of information. Here we can see all of the packets and the throughput and the RRC state. And the RRC state is a model showing you if the radio is on or off, because all cellular networks keep the radio on for a period of time after the last packet is sent. It's a video trace. You can see there's a lot of data going through, a lot of packets, and the radio is always on. But I want to show you two new features that we can add to this graph. And so to add rows to this graph, we go to View and Options. And all of these options are available to someone who wants to do analysis on the Diagnostic tab. There's a default view. There's also a video view. And the video view gives you some lines that are really useful for video analysis. We're going to stick to the default. We're going to turn it off. This is the default view. I want to add GPS state. I want to add CPU usage and then CPU temperature. I'm going to click OK. It's that we now have some new lines in this trace. The GPS state in the past, the GPS state has been in Video Optimizer since the very beginning, where yellow shows that the GPS is in standby, and green is actually the GPS, the radio is on, taking signals from the different satellites to get a location. What we've recently added are these dots, and these dots are showing that a GPS location was actually requested and provided to an app. At 247.194 seconds, the lat/lon were requested, and they used the network provider, meaning they didn't actually turn on the GPS. They just asked the phone, hey, what tower am I connected to? And it said, hey, you're at this place in Seattle. You can see these were all done with the GPS only on active. The GPS never turned on, so it's from the network provider. You can see on line 5 there, it says provider is network. If we come back over here to where the GPS was actually active, we can see this one came from the GPS itself. There may actually be a difference between the network provided 0.704.359, 702.364. So, a couple hundred yards from the tower to the actual location of the user. But this is a really neat feature. It lets you see how often the GPS is being called by your app and how often your app is turning on the GPS. Down here at the bottom, we have CPU usage. This has been around for a long time. If I hover over one of the dots, you can see it's like a top command in Linux. It's showing you all of the apps that we're running and the percentage of CPU being used. There we go. So you can see the Arrow data collector is there, the Surface Flinger. We can see a bunch of different apps we're running. The new feature we've added is now we're also recording the CPU temperature in degrees centigrade. So you can see here at the very beginning, the temperature was higher. Let's see if I can get that to work. 72, dropped down to 60, and then stayed in the 50s while the trace was running. Upper 50s. And that's in degrees centigrade, so this is still over 100 degrees Fahrenheit for you Americans like myself. But you can now see if your application is running hot, I guess. So these are two or three of the new lines in the Diagnostic tab that are useful to help diagnose issues that are not necessarily network related, but things you might be worried about with the way your app is behaving. Thanks for watching. We've got a lot of new videos coming out over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned and to learn more about some of the neat hidden features in our Video Optimizer tool. Thanks for watching.